I've got bad news.
Go on, tell us.
So you know the way we're going on holidays tomorrow.
What?
I think I'm coming down with something.
Oh, Chris, look, there's a story of my life. Carl's off, so here we go.
So just so you know, I think it's probably safer if on the flight over, you look after Ayla and I'll look after baby.
Carl, I'll look after.
I
I'll look
think-
after all three of them, and they'll all behave. So don't worry.
All right, what's the crack? Welcome back to another episode of How Are You, Lovie? We hope you're having a great week so far. If you want to get in touch with us at any point during today's episode, howareyoulovie@gmail.com, or if you listen on Spotify, you can leave a comment underneath as well. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share the podcast. Today we're going to be chatting about how parties in our 30s, they've drastically changed.
Yes, and how the lads like to go bird watching these days.
Oh, it was a wild night last Saturday. It really got out of control. Mm-hmm.
And then I suppose we then move swiftly on to Carl and how he's finally become a bit of a reference point.
Yeah, managed to stand out from the crowd.
Stand out from the crowd.
You know me, I like to just fade into the background.
Or-
I don't like being the centre of attention. That wouldn't be me.
Or stand out like a big fish.
All right, let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Aisling,
I'm Carl.
and you are listening to
How are you, Lovie?
Welcome Back.
It's great to have you back here again. Hope you've had a great week so far. I'm buzzing for a little catch up now this week, I have to say.
I know, yeah.
All right, well, we just get straight into it.
Let's get straight into it.
Go on.
Right, Carl, tell me. It's just after Halloween. We're coming past All Saints' Day. We're into the beginning now of November. How are you, Lovie?
I am hungover.
Go on. Tell
I
us.
was like, we had friends over last night, so it was like Halloween fell on a great day this year on the Friday.
Yes.
So we'd all the excitement of Halloween, and then we managed to offload the kids to your mum's
Yes.
on Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
That's a real
Saturday night.
Just considering conversations we've had on this podcast before about dads and how we're like, oh, I'm babysitting the kids, saying, oh, we offloaded our children onto your mum.
Yes.
Granny was babysitting them. Nana was babysitting
Nana was
them. She
babysitting
was very excited to do so. So we had some friends over, and it was actually lovely.
It was fab. It was a really nice night.
But Jesus, I can't take it.
You really can't.
Ah, Christ.
Carl's
So-
had 3 little naps today. God love his poor soul.
So what I did was I looked at all the drink that we have in the house,
Yeah.
which never gets drank anymore.
Yeah, see, when we...
We're not
like,
big drinkers at all anyway.
No, but when we got the house, we're like, oh my goodness, cannot wait for all the parties we're going to have just with our pals. Because like that, we're all at the stage of getting houses. Then COVID hit.
Yes,
Then babies hit.
exactly.
And then we got the work done in the house. We have a little bar in the house.
Well, we
and
specifically-
sure, it never gets used.
JR Builder, we're like, no, we need to put a bar into the kitchen, Jay. And it's absolutely like the most, just like, you open up the bar and it's like, just dust comes out of it because we're never in there.
Never
So
touching the drink.
we were excited to have people over and actually get to use the drink that's in
Yes.
the bar. So I used
So
AI.
you went full haul with, I need to use as much drink as possible
Yeah.
out of this bar at the one time. What's the best way to do that? Cocktail. How did you do it, Carl?
So I went onto ChatGPT and I said, I'm going to give you a list of all of the drink that's in our bar, and you're going to come up with a Halloween themed cocktail for me based off what's in there.
See, that's pretty impressive. See, I've never used ChatGPT. It's amazing.
So you have to talk to it like it's a person. It's weird.
Really,
Oh
Carl?
yeah, as in to get the best out of it, you have to talk to it like it's your mate, okay? And
So you said,
no,
hey,
what's-
bud, tell us.
What's even weirder is I actually only figured this out the other day. You can tell it things about yourself in the settings. So you can tell it like, I'm a dad of 3 kids. I'm, married. What you work in. So it will then contextualize its answers back to you based off your life. So without
Sorry,
me,
that's too...
without me saying anything, it might say. So, say, for example, I ask it to come up with, some cocktail ideas, and it might respond to me like, "Oh, great idea! Dad must have a night off."
Oh, God.
it's
So
it's
it really
so weird.
it converses with you.
Proper converses with you. So
No, I don't like that now.
I,
Do you not remember Will Smith in iRobot?
what happened to him?
Just the way one of the little robots turns... Well, it actually was a little bit... It did pull at the heartstrings a little bit. But he just turned a little bit. He went a little bit rogue. He needed a break from the traditional robots,
See, the only robot movie I've ever watched was Bicentennial Man
which was also
with
absolutely
Robin
epic.
Williams.
Epic.
What a movie.
What a movie.
Now
We should
very
watch
long.
that. Very long, but we should watch that.
If you've never watched Bicentennial Man, holy shit. You think the scene at the end of Marley and Me is sad?
It's
You'll bawl your eyes out at
very
the end
sad.
of Bicentennial
I actually think it's that
Man.
level of sad that I have omitted it from my
Yeah.
memory. But I do remember it being sad, which is probably why I haven't gone back to watch it, even though it was an epic movie.
Let's get that on the list of things to watch. But anyway,
Back to the main tangent.
I asked ChatGPT I just gave it a list of everything that was in the bar. And it said, amazing. That's a killer Halloween bar you've got there, Carl.
Sorry.
We can do loads of that. Because he's part of the party now.
No, that's too. I cannot.
You've
No.
got the making of everything from spooky sours to candy-coloured horrors. Here are 6 Halloween cocktail ideas, Halloween cocktails, all built around what's already in your house, with just a few easy extras. Because I said to it as well, I don't mind going to the shop to get like mixers.
So you had this conversation with.
Does
Does your AI ChatGPT have a name? What are you going to call him?
Oh, I should give it a name. Maybe I should ask it. Do you have a name?
Sorry, that's a bit now.
I'll ask it now. Do you have a name? Yep, you can just call me ChatGPT.
Oh,
I'm
boring.
officially I'm GPT. Would
You like a nickname?
you like a nickname? I'd love that. I feel like getting a nickname.
A nickname?
I'd love that. I feel like getting a nickname from you is the AI version of being adopted into the Mullen household.
Oh, Carl, no.
So go on then. What kind of vibe are you thinking? Something spooky for Halloween? Something aviation themed? Or something that fits into Carl's chaotic home office universe? Isn't that nuts?
I love the way it says chaotic home office.
Because I told the things that I'm into. I told that I'm into aviation and all of that kind of
And
stuff.
chaos.
And
Okay. Right.
So okay, what will we call
No.
it?
Do you know what? Let everyone
Let everyone decide what we call
let everyone
my
decide
ChatGPT.
what we're going to call Carl's new best friend.
Okay, and then we'll ask on a future episode. We'll ask ChatGPT if it's happy with the nickname we've given it, as decided by the
Yes,
How You
because
Live
we're going to
listeners.
be away for a week, so this might be in 2 episodes' time.
Okay.
But we want nicknames for Carl's new best friend.
My
his new pal.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, okay.
I keep saying
Chat
GBT. Chipita. Anyway, that's all. A very roundabout way of getting to the fact that I asked GPT to make a cocktail for us for Halloween. So we used in the end some rhubarb gin that's been sitting there for
Yes,
ages. We
Warner's.
used some creme de cassis, which I
Yes.
don't even know what that is. Some lime juice.
Yes.
And then we put tonic water into it and like mixed berries. It was quite strong. And
I didn't have it now.
yeah, we kind of shared it amongst friends. And no, in fairness, it went down relatively okay.
I tell you what went down a real treat that everyone loved. That 5 miles or 5
Five
farms.
farms.
5 farms.
So savage.
Liqueur, what would you call it?
It's like a cream liqueur.
Cream liqueur.
Yeah.
That was, I had a little taste of that now. That sounds nice little taste of
Delicious.
whiskey off it as well. Fab.
It's made with whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
and
was yummy. A
it's
little bit
used-
caramelly.
It uses milk from 5 different farms, I think. Or they use 5
And-
different farms when they're making...
After I had a little sup of that, I mean, there was nothing wrong with me today.
Because you don't really drink, though, anymore.
No,
much
but
of a
I mean,
drinker.
with the cream.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Gosh,
with the
you're
old lactose
intolerant, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, anyway,
5 farms must be so fresh.
I was hungover today.
Important.
Definitely. But I did enjoy thinking back to last night, and I was like, Jesus Christ, how times have changed. When, you'd go to a house party and, like, I remember you'd go to a house party and you'd get the fear of, like, oh, Jesus, like, we made a mess of the place, or we did this, or we
Yes,
did
yeah.
that. Like, we used to sometimes rob photos from people's houses and stuff.
Did you?
Myself and the lads used to, like...
Carl the klepto.
We'd, like... We made a thing of we'd start robbing photographs off the wall of people and seeing if how long it'd take for them to notice that the photo was gone. Or like we'd sometimes I remember someone replaced the photos on the wall as well with photos of them. Yeah.
Sorry, in what? He's like, actually, I don't want to know. I've never heard this in all my years.
This is some of the lads in school. So anyway, that was what we used to be at.
Oh, yeah.
Last night, all 8 of us were sitting around the table. We ended up talking at the table about our kids shitting and comparing not only notes in terms of like talking to each other about them shitting, all of us had photographic evidence of our kids.
Mainly
shitting.
the dads, because the dads were so proud that their sons or daughters had produced
I've-
this epicness.
Yeah, there's a few of my camera roll
A
now
shrine to the shits.
of absolute of logs that have been laid by the kids, and I'm like, that's going in the camera roll. We're not flushing that yet, Davey. Hang on there a minute. Dad needs to take a picture.
I remember the longest one that I've done. Do you? And I can tell you exactly where it was.
Shut up.
I swear to goodness, yeah.
No.
Yeah. I
Sorry, are you actually going to share this?
I will share it. I was in the poorhouse in Boston. And I had the most epic, I think it was a burger. I can't remember what it was. It was a lovely meal. And I was like, I actually really feel like I need to go. And I never would really go publicly, as in when I'm out in a restaurant. Publicly, maybe elsewhere. It's another day for another story. But yeah, it was the longest one. I was so proud of it.
How long?
Like, it was long.
But okay, we're talking now, like, are we talking a foot, like?
Like, coming out of the water long.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Hang on, did it touch the water before you sliced the cigar?
Did it touch the water? Well, it would have had to, because it was all still in one piece.
Shut up.
Carl, I swear.
I can't believe we're talking about this. For fuck's sake.
You didn't see it going this way, did you know?
That's it.
But it was in the poorhouse in Boston. Boston City, there you go.
Right, Ash, go on. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I don't even know if I want to ask this. How are you, Aisling? How are you, Lovie?
You were chatting about our friends being over, so I actually wanted to talk about that tonight because I just found it hilarious. They're all over, right? We're all dressed in fancy dress. We're all of that age. We're like, oh my God, we're so lucky to get out the door. So yes, we were talking, well, you and the lads brought up your son's having shits, but we talked about Hoovers. Again,
Yeah, we
why
did.
does adult conversation have to bring us back to Hoovers?
I'm sorry.
Hoovers, and Carl took out the new Hoover to do a demonstration, and the lads are like, "Oh yeah, yes, look at the suction, yeah, great suction, yeah, and the whiz and that spin." I'm like, "Oh my God!" We then started
I even
talking,
was showing them the connections
Yeah.
that came with it.
and the fella who doesn't use the Hoover was talking about the connections. I was just like, "Right,
And all of us like, yeah, man,
yeah,
that's savage. Look at the
I like
suction
that
on
one there now, yeah,
That's
yeah."
deadly, yeah.
But the next thing we started talking about was bloody buzzards and kites.
I forgot about
And vultures.
this. Yes.
And the lads were like, oh, it's like bird watching. And I was like, I'm sure you are bird watching. All right.
We were talking about the different apps you can use for bird watching. So I have to say, the bird watching in Dublin's pretty shit. Like in urban Dublin, it's not
Yes.
great. Whereas,
But when we do drive out, we go past like the N4, you do see some kestrels along there.
see, I couldn't tell you what was what, but all I know is if I see
A
a
bird's
big
a bird.
No, I'm actually. This is the hilarious thing. I love it.
I see you looking at the birds, all right.
Absolutely love. And I have an app now that
You have an app for the birds, do you?
Merlin ID, I think it's called.
Is that what it's called? Do
So-
you swipe left?
No, you don't do any of that.
Alright.
Do you know what I do?
What?
If I hear a bird
Right.
chirping away,
Oh, all right.
I take out the phone and the app will listen to them and will tell me what type of a bird it is.
All right, go on, give us a few imitations.
So
there
it's
now.
there going, you all right, you pig rat? It's like, that's a Dublin one bird.
Anyway, the other thing we did this week was I brought you to your first Kirtan class.
Yes.
Now, I brought Carl, so it's Kirtan's like a call and response in regards to, it's like a type of
It's in yoga. Is it
yoga.
yoga
It's like
practice?
it's back to yoga. So it's like call and response. The best way of explaining it is about response, like kind of like what we do in mass. You have your responsorial Sam.
Yeah.
So this was your first experience of it.
Okay. In very, very, very simple terms,
Yes.
it's the closest I've ever come to being part of one of those sessions where everyone's going,
Okay. Yes.
It's, you know, the way you make jokes about yoga?
Yes.
Like, it kind of starts out with the stereotypical
Well, they
joke.
do. Yeah. So they do get you to do. You start with your
Aum.
Yes.
Why is it aum?
Because
Why is that important?
Your A, your U, and your M.
Aum.
And then you finish with your
What's different with that aum and my aum?
No, I'm just saying that you start with your and you finish with your
Oh, okay, the whole session.
Yes.
And it was 2 hours long.
It was 2 hours long, but
Yeah.
it flew by.
Flew.
Did you enjoy it?
I actually did enjoy it. Now, I have to say, it kind of actually reminded me of the first time I did Reformer Pilates. Right?
So what were we trying not to squeeze out a fart?
Okay, so I've spoken about this before, but truthfully, I think when with regards to reformer Pilates, I think one of the reasons why it's so good for your core strength is the fact that they're putting you in positions where there's one move in particular where your feet are in stirrups. You look like you're about to give birth. Okay.
Circular.
And if you're in any way metabolizing any form of food from that day, you're so spread eagle that you have to use all of your self-control to not fart in a quiet room.
Yes, but I've said to you before that like you've got weak pelvic
I
floor.
have not, Ash.
Carl.
Ash, hang on a minute. If someone has literally, I'm sorry that like this is where
Well,
this
you do
podcast has
have
gone.
no. You have really tiny little glutes. I've said this to you before. It's like two little chicken strips at the back of where your glutes should be.
My little chicken fillet arse.
Your little chicken fillet arse.
Yeah.
So like you do have really small glutes, which would then lead me to think that you would have very weak pelvic floor because that whole area on you is not utilized.
Okay, but let's not get into
We're gonna
analyzing
have to,
my anatomy.
We're going to have
here.
to. You're going to probably. I think what's best to do. So, you're saying to me when you were at Kirtan that you were afraid of farting?
No. So the thing was, I was using all of my self-control to try not to fart in reformer Pilates.
Yes.
But at Kirtan, I was having to utilize similar muscles to try not laugh. Trying not to laugh was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do.
Oh,
at
I
the
was
start of that
watching you.
class.
I was watching you.
Oh
because
my God.
when they first started doing the right, I looked at them and you're not meant to look because everyone's just enjoying the aura of it and everyone's engrossed in themselves.
It was lovely.
It was lovely. And I was watching Carl and I was watching to see if one of his eyes peeped open. But they were firmly shut. I was like, yeah. Because I was like, if he peeps open,
I'm gone.
He's going to laugh.
Big fucking game over. It was particularly at the start. So what they get you to do is they get you to let out a big exhale.
Oh,
so
yes.
they do these breathing exercises. It's like a deep breath in, and like they ask you when you're breathing in. Essentially, when you filled your belly and your lungs and
yes, yeah, and then she goes and take an extra sniff.
and you're literally like trying to take your last bit of breath, and then it's like and exhale. And she says on some of them to actually make an audible
Yeah.
So you're like
let the sigh out.
like but like most people just give it a like
Yes.
that. But then you have some people in the room and they're like,
Yeah,
I know. So there was a few of them and I was like, oh, sweet Jesus, I need to leave. But anyway, after a little while, I did get into it. And I actually told you this. I wear a Whoop.
Yes.
Which is like, 24-hour heart rate monitor and measures your stress levels and track your sleep and all this stuff. And when I woke up the morning after, my Whoop said I was asleep from 7 o'clock in the evening.
There you go.
Which was the time that the class started.
Yes.
So my Whoop thought I was asleep, but it was actually just that I was so chilled in the class. It thought that I was in a state of sleep.
There you go.
So look, I know at the start I was a bit like, Jesus, what's this? It was a lovely experience.
Okay, good.
I did enjoy it.
I do enjoy her. Jenny Nee Russell. I think she's fantastic. She's fairly epic.
And she's very clever in terms of it's all about like, the yogic practice or whatever it is that you're doing. But she weaves in the Irish language in a lovely
and I think
way.
that's what it is. I love the fact that she does weave in the Irish.
Oh,
and she's
brilliant.
even brought in her own call and responses Oscailga.
Yeah.
And so you actually enjoyed that part. That's what you said to me leaving the class. You enjoyed that the most.
It made me
fall in love.
It made me really long to speak.
Changa.
100%. It made me really long to speak better Irish. I think we all know that the Irish language is having a bit of a moment right now.
Resurgence as such, isn't it?
But even we see it with Davey, like, he learns a bit of Irish in
he
play
goes
school.
on Neenra.
And he does speak sometimes like naturally without him realising the first word that'll come out for him is Oscailga.
Oscailga, yeah.
And I see that and it actually makes me really proud seeing him speaking Irish.
Yeah.
And it makes me go, okay, right, I need to make a bit of an extra effort and commitment to speak more.
Do you know what's
of
funny?
this.
I've noticed in the last few weeks actually with that. So if we wanted to say something, I'm not sure if you've noticed this, if we have wanted to say something because Davey has eagle ears and I would normally speak it Oscailga to you. And funny enough, you always understand what I'm saying. So the Irish is in there. Yeah. And then I've realised he is so clued in
with
to
the
me
Irish.
speaking Oscailga
Yeah,
that he knows I'm saying something and he's able to pick up some words.
yeah.
And also because I would speak Irish in the house, like I'd weave it in throughout the
You're
day.
great with it.
So he's able to understand and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to learn a third language. Like, how are we going to get around this?
Duolingo, Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we're screwed.
Yeah.
But no, she's brilliant. Jenny Lee Russell is
Yeah.
fantastic.
She was great.
So no, I really enjoyed doing that with you.
Do you know what? I would say to any of you listening, and if you're like, Jesus, now I'm not sure about that. I think if an opportunity ever came up to do something like that, that's one of those experiences where I thought it was going to be something completely different. If you want my actual honest answer,
Would you go again?
I would 100% go again.
Would you?
Yeah, I think some people might think it's a bit culty, right? If you were
Yes.
listening from the outside, you might listen to it and think that's a bit culty. But actually, when you're in the room, and I think probably from speaking to you as well, it made me realize that whether it's religion, like any sort of religion, or whether it's mindfulness or yoga or any of these things, all people are seeking is some form of like inner peace.
Yes.
And I actually found the other day, even just having 2 hours of silence or like singing or just focusing on one thing,
Yes.
it's a lovely way to like drown out everything that's going on in your life and just take 2 hours
Yes.
to just do nothing.
Yes. But you also don't have to even take that long. You could
It
take
was-
20 minutes, 15 minutes.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
So no, I'd 100% do it
Okay.
again.
So I'll bring you to more Kirtan.
I'd love to do. I still want to do one of those sound baths. Yeah.
I will organise that for you. Don't you?
Okay.
It's on my list to try and get a space.
Kirtan gets it gets 2 thumbs up. If I was going to rate it out of 10 as an experience, I'd give it a solid. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, and the only reason I give it a 7 and not like an 8 or a 9 is the fact that you have to sit up like you do in yoga with your like legs crossed.
But
I'm
think
so bad at that.
I should have.
was
No, no,
wrecked.
you don't have to sit up like that. She did say make yourself comfortable. I do think if I had brought my bushels for you, I think the bushels like the long tube pillow. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just picturing me sitting on a cushion of your pubes.
Oh, bushel!
There we go. Just sit on my bushel here.
No,
A
Carol.
big massive thing.
No. I think you would have been more comfortable. Swiftly moving on.
Please sit on my bushel.
I actually want to bring a little bit of an old segment back. We're going to make a recurring segment every so often. Mulling it over.
Yes.
Okay, and just because I saw this before we started recording, I want to get your viewpoint on it, and probably a viewpoint of like if everyone wants to chime in on this. I would be a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, and I'd still go back and watch. And sometimes when I'm on sleepless nights, I would watch everything from the start, and I then start watching. So we're on season 22. So at the
Jesus.
start of like newborn stage, I watch from season 1 again, and that gets me through. And I watch every single episode again.
When
And that gets me through that whole newborn era at nighttime.
we first got with each other, you got me into it for a while,
Yes.
and then
It is really good.
Yeah, I remember.
But Dr. Maximi in this, so Eric Dane is his name.
Yeah.
And he came out there during the year that he has ALS.
Mm.
Now, the videos that we're seeing, it's quite rapidly progressing.
And just so I'm absolutely clear on this, ALS, that's motor neuron disease.
Yes, it's like a neurodegenerative disease. And I think everyone was quite shocked when that video first came out because he said, "Hey, I'm Eric Dane, and I've got ALS." And you could see that he was not the person that he was when he was. It's a very sad video to watch. It's like when you look at Charlie Bird, when
Yeah.
you first saw that.
Yeah.
So for me, watching Grey's Anatomy and a massive fan, seeing Eric Dane like that, I was like, "Oh my goodness." But I got a little bit wound up this evening when I was looking at just scrolling through Instagram, and there was a video. So there was a caption with the video, and it says, "Eric Dane and family put on a united front in wake of his news." Now, his news has been out for months, probably nearly about 8 months now. But you could see Eric Dane wheeling out or driving out in his electric wheelchair, not the man that he used to be. his wife, and then his daughter. And his daughter looks about 13. She's like young teenager. And he does have, I think, 2 girls he has. But you could see she's visibly upset looking at the paparazzi that are taking this video.
Oh, that's awful.
And whether she was upset, it came across in the video that she was upset by them, as in like she didn't want to look up at them, but she looked up at them.
Yeah.
The mom then is rubbing her back as she goes out. They were out for sushi, but it just really, it was one of those instances where I'm like, why do it's the total clickbait of it, isn't it? Where they're like, put up a united front. There's nothing united or a united front that they have to put up or do. The other way, at the end of the day, she is a young girl. This is her dad. And then I was like, this is also the transparency, the disparity between the situation, that if that was someone else with ALS that wasn't famous, or someone else that's in a wheelchair or suffering, anything that has like from a disability point of view, they don't go and film them.
No. Yeah.
And I just felt like the other side of that is that I think from his point of view, he's done an awful lot for ALS over in America, and he's drawn attention to it and he's fundraising for it, because like he's not going to be cured of this, but they've raised a lot of money. He has been the face of the ALS.
And that's incredibly
community over there.
Thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that has been amazing for it. So I'm like, do you know, look, there's 2 sides to this story as well. But I just found it really jarring when they are filming like her, and that's what I didn't like about it.
Well, like, I don't know. There's so much about that. Like, even the title of they put up a united front.
Yes,
They were out doing something incredibly normal.
So
that's
normal.
not putting up a united front. That's just functioning as a family.
They were just going out for a meal,
And
like doing normal family things.
Yes, like I mean, that's not putting up a united front. If anything, they're having to put up a united front because they've been
accosted by
paparazzi.
Exactly.
That's
why I just find it so jarring. Anyway, that's my little bit of mulling it over. I just want to get people's perspectives and people's views on that. I just find that's...
I even think there's a wider conversation in that, in terms of like, obviously it's for a long time now been a thing where people talk about the paparazzi and the invasion of privacy and all that stuff. But even now as well, I think there needs to be another conversation around clickbait, and like, does there need to be rules around it? Because like,
well, isn't that what draws?
As in, at what point is it that you're now not telling the truth? Like, as in, you can't within an article say something that libels someone. Okay.
Right, yeah.
You know, it has to be factual, or else you could be sued.
Okay.
But at what point are they spinning the headline so much?
Yes.
That it's now, it's pretty far from the truth.
Yes.
And all it's designed to do is to like get people to click on it.
To draw, you know, what you call it, interaction.
Yeah, like, and then you go and you read it and you're like, oh, what? That's nothing to do with what that headline said. And the problem is that most of the time now people are just reading the headlines. So oftentimes you'll hear someone going, oh, I heard that person's a dickhead. And you're like, what do you mean? And then it's like, well, I saw this article. Did you read the article?
Yes, yeah.
You know, like it's...
I do think our parents are very vulnerable to that type of stuff as well. Because like that, they would read an article or read the headline. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't know the full story about that yet either. Do you know?
It just as a very minor example that involved us.
Yes.
There was an article that came out before, and it was just after Dancing had finished, Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
And it was an article, and it said, inside Carl Mullan's stunning South Dublin home. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I remember this. I do remember this.
And when you went into the article, they had taken screen grabs from my Instagram stories.
Yes.
And it was like describing different rooms.
Yes.
And what no one who read the article would have realised was that the screenshots they had taken were from 3 different houses.
Yes.
Our own house, my mum and dad's house, and your mum's house.
Yes.
And they're describing...
Because we were also living out of the house at the time because we're getting the work done.
There was work getting done at the time. And the way they described what were really normal things, it was like a beautiful wood veneer finish on the ceiling. And I'm like, that's mum and dad's kitchen. That's mum and dad's kitchen. We're actually, if anything, like desperately in need of a steam clean. Like, you know what I mean?
It's all steam cleans now. It's fabulous.
No, I mean, like,
I love that wood in that kitchen.
Yeah, it's lovely. But like, that's been there for like 30 years.
And stunning Dublin South home. There you go, Carl.
So anyway, I think, you're right. There needs to be a bit of a conversation around, the
clickbait part.
Stuff.
Yeah,
That's
fair
awful
enough.
for her. Like, she's 13.
No,
That's
I just
awful.
felt it was I just felt, and in fairness, I clicked on it to watch it because I was like, oh my god, Eric Dane. But yeah, I just found it. It was more when it captured when you could see her, and I was like, I feel for her. This is her dad, and she's watching this happen to her dad, and she's trying to do something normal. Her mum and her dad are trying to do something normal, and this is happening to her. So I really felt for her. But then equally, like, look, she could have been upset for something, for anything. It might not have been that, but the way it was shot, it came across like she was just a bit taken aback with the onslaught of people filming him.
That's awful.
So I just felt it was a bit awful. Anyway, that's just my little viewpoint on that. That's it, Shin Shin.
HarryandLovie@gmail.com if there's anything you'd like to add to that
Yes,
conversation.
go on, go on. Okay, Sniper Alley. This is the part of the podcast where Carl, I'm locked and loaded and ready to go. Carl needs to get ready to pack his bags to leave the house.
Well, it's
after Sniper Alley.
This is where either of us are allowed have a little recap on the previous week, and if there's something that's pissed each other off.
Yes.
But I actually don't have anything for Sniper Alley this week,
good,
just so you know.
good.
Well, maybe I do. We'll see how this goes.
All right, okay. I mean, I could go full throttle with this Sniper Alley because you did mess up a bit on Saturday. So that was...
What did I mess up?
You messed up with the whole flow of the day and the way things were working. It was all kind of left to me.
No, hang on a minute.
So
This
what I will
No.
no.
This is, hang on. No, people need to understand, right? Your inability to pivot when things go off plan is like nothing I've ever experienced.
I don't like change.
Ash has a plan in her head, and if we don't stick to the plan, it is quite literally like nuclear war is breaking out. And you know you can't handle it. You can't. So the problem was, we had made a plan that we were going to get up and start doing a few bits or whatever, and that's fine. But then I accidentally...
You did, accidentally slept in.
Had a lie on,
Yes.
slept in. And then, of course... And by the way, I accidentally slept in by 45 minutes.
An hour.
So then, according to Ash, the entire weekend is ruined. We might as well cancel the holiday. We might as well fucking like...
No.
Do you know what I mean? Sell the house. Hand in a divorce papers. We're finished.
No.
That's what you're like.
But hang on a second. The problem with this, Carl, was... This goes back to a comment that I made. Just general conversation. The reason why we were about to get up at 7 o'clock with the kids was that so you could effectively mind the kids while I got the work done. But instead, that extra hour meant I had to move one part of the day that I was planning to do later on during the day when you had the kids to that time because I had to do it on my own because you weren't there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So that changed. I don't know.
I'm sorry,
that
Minority
changed the flow.
Report, that my brain doesn't work that way.
Anyway, this was not meant to be the Sniper Alley conversation I wanted. But if you want to go there, the reason why we had to side pivot is because you were meant to be there to babysit your own children. And you weren't. So I needed to change the plan of action, the plan of course for the day, so that we were hitting the road for one to bring the kids out. Anyway, what I really want to talk about in Sniper Alley.
Oh, Christ, we're not even there.
No, because you can write it, okay?
What? What is this now?
After last week, and we were talking about your toilet etiquette.
Oh,
okay?
What now?
What do you think I want to talk to you about? You still haven't learned.
Toilet?
So I went up, I said, Carl, we'll give the kids a bath. You just go up and shower. I was like, get up and shower. I'll finish off what I'm doing down here so that I can then go up and clean the bathroom after you shower.
Yeah.
Right? So I went up to clean the bathroom and I lifted the lid to the toilet.
What?
Why is it always filled with your arse dust particles?
I knew the arse comments would come at some point. I knew. What are you talking about?
What? Do you want me to start taking pictures of what's left in the toilet bowl? Because I clearly will. And then I tried to figure out, it's like, he flushes the toilet, but how are there still dust particles still there?
But then that must not be me. That must be some sort of like...
This was there before the kids arrived.
A
It was
collection.
always, this is always there. Anyway, I just want you to remember the conversation we had last week. Let's improve your toilet etiquette, please, and thank you.
Okay. I'll work on it.
That's all I wanted Sniper Alley to be.
I'll work on it,
But it
Miss
turned into
Trunchbull.
more. So that really tipped me off when we were already in the throes of, I'm going to fucking break his neck. And then I lifted the lid to clean the toilet and the dust particles are there. After the conversation we had last week. So you really didn't learn anything after last week.
I've no idea what you're talking about. Everyone, I vehemently deny these allegations. I would like to distance myself from what Aisling Brennan is saying here now. Not for me. Not
Anyway,
me.
and after this week now, there'll be no more talk about dust particles because you're going to improve your toilet etiquette. Okay, this is the part of the podcast where we go through some emails that we got during the week.
Yes.
Some people have emailed in on howareyolovie@gmail.com. Lovie, Lovie. And then I go through some of the bits from Instagram. All right. So one of the emails that came in this week is from Hayley Strachan. Take 2, it's called. So Hayley, if you recall,
I remember this.
had emailed in a couple of weeks ago. And I was reading it in the middle of the night and I was like, oh, I'm really liking the sound of this email going through it. And then I see it just stops mid-word. But she had typed the whole email into the subject bar. Yeah. I was like, Hayley, please email back because I was enjoying it. Anyway, her email came through. She finally sent it. Take 2.
Okay.
It's just a lovely email to us.
Also, as well, she's emailing from very far away.
She's emailing from
Fair play
very
to
far
Hayley.
away.
Yes.
So, firstly, I lost it laughing hearing you talk about my email. Pure example of Hurricane Hayley, she calls herself. Hello, Hurricane Hayley. She goes, hey guys, this email is coming to you all the way from South Island of New Zealand.
Class.
I'm a Kiwi and I'm married to an Irishman. And after years of having many Irish friends and Irish teachers at work in Sydney and now New Zealand, plus my husband, I definitely consider myself an honorary Irish person. We'll take that, Hurricane
We'll absolutely have you. Although I have to say, I'd say she had a great day last week when the All Blacks
the All
beat Ireland.
Blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go there. We don't have kids, but I can't tell you how much I relate to you both and the things you talk about. So thanks for that, Hayley.
Oh.
Hopefully your husband doesn't leave dust particles in the toilet. Your podcast has honestly been one of the highlights of my week.
Nice
there
one.
You go. The things you discuss really resonate with me, from your relationship banter, ADHD chat, dog parents, the women's rugby. So she's been watching so much of that because of the Black Ferns over the years, and she says the girls will get there. To the everyday stuff about life and just figuring it all out. And let's not mention the belly laughter I get. Carl, I actually discovered you a few years ago on Instagram.
How did I end up on your For You page?
Yeah.
That's mental.
My hubby would hear the roar of laughter while watching your videos, and he was like, who are you listening to? And what Irish man is making you laugh like that?
Who's this pain in the
Well,
hole?
at least he's making someone laugh, Hayley. And now I've been in absolute stitches listening to you both. So thank you. You've brought so many laughs all the way from across the world, but more than that, you're both just so relatable. I know you've mentioned before, Aisling, about being a bit nervous in the early days, but you're a true natural. Thanks, Hayley. I'm still as nervous as a shit doing this, but thank you for that. It's awesome to listen to you both, and I feel like I'm just part of the chat. There was so much negative noise. There's so much negative noise on social media these days, and it's such a joy to pop on my headphones, walk the dog, and listen to you too. She's just binged through all the episodes, which is why she took a while to get back to us. And then she said, Aisling, I'm sure it is a long email, but I'm sure you can speed through it. Just put it on voice on speed too. Screw you, Hayley. Thanks again from New Zealand. Keep doing what you're doing because it's a joy to listen to.
Hayley.
Hurricane Hayley. Gurv Mila.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Mila. That was fabulous.
What a lovely email.
Yeah.
Nice one. And
So
thank
I
you for
enjoyed
listening
that.
all the way from South Island in New Zealand. I'd absolutely love to go there.
What doggy do you have, Hayley? What's his name? Her name?
We're going to need
Send us a
all the
picture. Send us a
details.
picture of your doggo. Okay, next one.
Go on.
I need to just give me a second. I need to put something on for this one.
What are you doing?
I'm just putting something on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay.
hear
Just
the
to
ruffle of
just
it.
to describe to everyone, Aisling has taken my my purple fishy jacket, which I bought for going to Electric Picnic in 2023.
It's purple
And
fishy jacket.
I bought it because I was like, that'd be good for a festival, but now it's become part of my everyday wear.
Can you just see how, like, listen to the sound of it? Like,
It's so for anyone who's watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see the fishy jacket. But
the fishy
to
jacket.
describe it to anyone else listening, it is a bright purple jacket with multicolored fish all over it, and I have to say, it's a cool jacket.
It is a cool jacket. It's very cool. Anyway, this came in from Paula
Go on, Paula.
on Instagram, and she
You
also
bleed mad bitch.
ran the marathon.
Oh, go
So
on, Paula.
last week we put up a comment because we had an email in from a girl called Megan. She ran the marathon and she thought we were cheering at her and taking a video of her, but actually she's running beside Avian.
What a hero.
So anyway, Megan messaged in. So then that clip went up on Instagram and Paula messaged in on this and she said, only for the purple coat, Carl, I wouldn't have seen you. So can we just take a moment for Carl's fishy jacket.
So I found that on the back arse of ASOS, that jacket, okay? I would confidently say I'm the only person in Ireland with that jacket.
Yeah, there's a reason for that, Carl.
I would, if there's any other person in the country with that jacket, make yourself known. Because if so,
His fishy jacket.
I will not be wearing it anymore.
You're so stand out in it. There was a time my mum and my sister, I think, were in Paris together. And Mum used to have this god-awful orange coat, like a mustard orange. Yeah, it was a horrible colour orange.
Mustard is all in.
Yeah, but no, mustard yellow. This was like a mustard orange. It was a mixture between mustard orange and a burnt orange.
Right.
And my sister and I, Ciara, we used to be like, Mom, would you ever get yourself a new coat? Like, this is embarrassing now you're wearing this. Like, it's so standoutish.
I'd say she looked lovely in it.
Of course you'd say that about my mother. Best pals. You and your ChatGPT and my mother. So anyway, there came to a point, they were in Paris, standing, looking at the Eiffel Tower. And there was a group of kids on school tour. And the teacher of the group said, see that woman over there with the orange jacket?
She was the reference point.
She was the reference point. So I feel like you and your fishy coat is a reference point.
See that short, round man over there in the purple fishy jacket.
You're not short.
I am short.
Ah, you're not short, Carl. You're average.
5'8".
Yeah, you're average.
Okay, average. See that average
Short another way.
Christ's sake.
Okay. I think we should call it there for today with Carl's fishy jacket.
And Ash's never-ending little digs. Thank you, as always, for listening in. Whatever you're up to, we hope you have a great week. We've got a bonus episode on the way on Saturdays.
Yes,
again,
yes.
another Q&A.
Yes.
And as always, we would love to hear from you. howareyouluvie@gmail.com. Emails about, honestly, anything. Questions, comments, dilemmas, whatever it is, we'll go through some of those on next week's podcast. We'd love to hear from you.
Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.
Good luck.